Hi, Aries. Thank you for joining me for your May Psychic Tarot reading. I'm using the Spellcaster Tarot. Please watch your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign for a full dose of divination for the month. May is chock full of planetary shifts and aspects and conjunctions and squares and eclipses and Mercury going direct and a Jupiter transit. So I will definitely have up the astro forecasts in just a couple of days. Let's see what we have here. Aries. High Priestess. Well, hello. This card is the psychic, the clairvoyant, being in tune, listening, hearing everything around you, witnessing everything, but not reacting. Choosing your battles. However, this is a card of non-action. Stay still at the moment. Receive all of the information for assessment without taking direct action just yet. Three of Wands. What is your vision? Where do you see yourself in the future? This is a time to hone in on that feeling, that vision. Do you want to travel? Do you want to create something independently? Three of Wands wants you to prepare for the shifts and for this vision to be executed. Long-range plans, strategy, and some decision can be assessed here. Let's see what else comes up. Aries is figuring out a path. Jupiter is leaving your first house on May 16th. And there's no time for this, no time for defeat. If you feel like you haven't used this year to accumulate something and you feel rejected or defeated, withdraw from putting out energy into that right now. Prepare behind the scenes. If you're healing from either a surgery or an illness or a heartache, feeling the loss or someone's death, mourning, right now it's okay to be quiet, to retreat, to go inward in order to heal at the core of this. Eight of Swords. Aries, you could be telling yourself something repetitively that isn't doing you any good in terms of this direction. Your mind is an important part of the planning process. So let's make sure that the thoughts that are on repeat are productive and more of a catalyst, positive than defeatism and the negative and the fearful. That this is not a time for your fear. This is a time for gathering of data, a quiet pursuit, and perhaps not discussing everything with everyone. Swords governing some of the communication in the tarot. Keeping things to yourself right now, the plans that you are working on. Wow, Aries, you've got some stressors here. Anxiety could be a leading factor in what deters you from moving forward. But it only takes your belief in yourself. That is it. You don't need all of the other people to believe in you. You have to know what is on your plate and what you're capable of. So if in order, okay, here's the message. Get there first, then worry about anything else. Other people, in terms of your plans, are irrelevant. So get your own path straight before you start worrying about all the external energies or opinions. 10 of Coins from family. I think securing a residence, a place of dwelling, a property, a place of your own is important for Aries. And perhaps planning with your family. The strategy regarding your family is the plan that you have, not necessarily with them, because the keeping things quiet came up earlier. But you might be focusing on the larger picture for everyone in the long run. And that could be overwhelming and causing stress. Some Aries are in charge of providing for a lot of children and a lot of family members. And if you're the matriarch of this family, it hasn't been easy to deal with all of the responsibilities. It hasn't been effortless. But there is a shift. The Tower says there is a change of how things have been going. And this is an eclipse energy. So we can look to May 5th when we have our full moon lunar eclipse at 14 degrees of Scorpio. That's in your 8th house of shared resources and family stability, shared resources, investments, property, estates, wills, and inheritance. I'll go a stretch to say some of you have had unexpected passings that have to do with real estate and property, and or the distribution of those properties or monies. I'm also getting something else, that Aries is used to being in control, and when taken out of that control, when things happen, circumstances of life that are beyond our control, that creates a lot of this 9 of Swords, anxiety, restlessness, sleeplessness, stress, fear in the 8 of Swords, or the feeling trapped or stuck in a situation. Everything changes. That's one thing you can rely on. Let's see what some of these outcome cards are. Here you go. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. This is the outcome area here. If you want to know how I read in this particular method that was given to me by Spirit over 28 years ago, I have a tarot course that I wrote and have discussed all the positionings in, and that is on my website at audreyalison.com. 9 of Cups is your wish card. What starts as a small 3 can be magnified to the 9. In terms of your visions and manifestations, 5 of Swords. Wow, Aries likes a good fight. I think that the struggle to keep Jupiter with you has you up in arms. Things are worth defending. I had to take a sip of tea. Try not to let your anger show in this month. Channel the High Priestess as much as you can. 4 of Wands. That is a dwelling, but also a celebration. Coming together, something worth committing to. And Fire, you like this. There is action here. I do want to turn these two because they were left in the pile for you. The Fool, first card. Take a leap of faith into the unknown, Aries. 5 of Cups. Let go of your sadness. Once you take your leaps forward, let go of what hasn't worked. Just because something has, I don't even want to say failed, just because something wasn't a success the first time around doesn't mean it cannot be resuscitated or tried up 10 times, endlessly. There's a time for everything. And sometimes timing, it absolutely matters. So if there are creative projects that you put down out of rejection, failure, losing people on the project, commitments falling apart, this goal can still be met, perhaps with new people involved, a new creative outlook, and taking some risks that weren't taken before. It's really important that Aries believes in themselves in this month. You're finishing your solar return. I know that it gets a little lower directly after the solar return in terms of energy for Aries. Usually it comes behind the solar return where you feel really low, but Aries being the first sign, once the sun transits through Aries, then can come a little bit of a low point into Taurus. You're used to being in the lead. And right now, with the new moon energy happening in Taurus this month, it's okay to step back, receive your incoming data, your thoughts, the realignment of a strategy, allow for some downloads around the eclipse period between 4:20 and 5:05, but also Cinco de Mayo's eclipse in Scorpio is a 6-month period of time that it triggers. So it doesn't have to be just on the 5th that you have some awareness in the shared resources. But your astrology matches up here with the tarot in that you are triggering some catalysts here for change, shifts, tower, repositioning, realignment. And this could benefit your wealth, the 10 of Coins card that was touching the eclipse, as well as where you receive the eclipse in your astrology according to your sun sign in Scorpio. Okay, Aries, I am running a special through the 5th of May. If you purchase a reading with me and apply code CINCO, you'll receive $20 off any of the readings that I offer. Thank you so much. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.